all these damn illegal aliens taking over American jobs. It ain't right because they're all criminals, you know. That's why we need a strong leader that'll put Americans first. That's why I voted for him, because he said he's going to deport all them illegal aliens, okay? Because I'm a proud American farmer. I don't need no illegal immigrants taking over my jobs.
We kicked out all of the immigrant workforce. We made it clear that they weren't welcome here and kicked them out of the state. That's right, even some of us MAGA business owners voted to kick out our own workers, and now we cannot fill the work.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Caro. I hope you all are having a wonderful time. So I want to use this opportunity to appreciate every of our subscribers. Thank you. If you are just coming to our videos, we want you to do well to hit the subscription button as well as hit the like button so more viewers can see our videos. So in today's episode of MAGA Regrets, we have a couple of videos that are here for you to see how the PAM people are beginning to regret their votes, and also some are also living in denial. They don't want to believe that this is happening, even though it is happening, even though they are in pain. Let me allow you to watch those videos that we have for you.
Nothing is better than being MAGA. Here in Florida, let me tell you what we're doing. You see, what happened was Ron DeSantis and all the MAGA legislator here, we kicked out all of the immigrant workforce. We made it clear that they weren't welcome here and kicked them out of the state. That's right, even some of us MAGA business owners voted to kick out our own workers, and now we cannot fill the work. Oh, but don't you worry, MAGA's on top of things, because right now our wonderful legislator is debating on loosening the child labor laws here, because our genius MAGA plan is to replace the immigrant workforce with our children, our Florida children. Doesn't that make perfect sense and just sound wonderful? The policy we support is actually detrimental to us, but we pass it anyway. Now all the MAGA youth is going to be doing construction on your house. Doesn't that want to make you buy a house in Florida? It's not going to be insured, and it was built by a 10-year-old. What could go wrong?
All these damn illegal aliens taking over American jobs. It ain't right because they're all criminals, you know. That's why we need a strong leader that'll put Americans first. That's why I voted for him, because he said he's going to deport all them illegal aliens, okay? Because I'm a proud American farmer. I don't need no illegal immigrants taking over my jobs. Ain't that right, Jose? Jose? Juan? Pedro? Where did y'all go? Hey, where did they go? They left. Why did they leave? They got work to do. Because they were illegal, and you voted for the guy that wants to deport them. Not really the most stable working environment. What? But I need their cheap labor to make my thin profit margins to make sense financially. Well, you should have thought about that, because now you're going to have to hire Americans, and they're going to unionize and ask for higher wages and eat into those profit margins. Wait, are you saying that I have to face the consequences of my own actions? Because we can't afford this. We're all going to be bankrupt in 2 quarters. Funny how life works that way.
I didn't know that he was going to take my husband's tractors away. Also, I did not know that it was going to mean that my little boy was not going to be able to go to Head Start no more. And then I did not know that we was going to be out all of the cashes from the food stuff. I did not know we was going to be losing that money, okay? We need it. And then I heard that they was going to mess with Papa's Social Security, and this is just a little bit more than we can stomach around here, if you know what I mean. So I don't know who we need to call to fix this. We need to call somebody and talk to the manager.
Okay, I want to take a moment to say thank you to Donald Trump, not out of praise, but out of truth. Because while you rip through every part of this government, tearing down justice, equality, and fairness under the fake excuse of fighting DEI fraud, what you're really doing is confirming what black folks have been saying for generations. America was built on racism, fueled by fear and sustained by white supremacy. You've exposed it all. The masks are off. The polite racism, the fake allyship, the colorblind lies, it's all gone. Now we see it raw and unfiltered. You're not just targeting policy, you're targeting people. Black people, brown people, marginalized communities. And the wild part, we make up the smallest portion of this country, yet somehow we are the biggest threat to the lie that white supremacy built. That should tell you everything. You're afraid not of violence, not of replacement, but of the power we hold even when we have nothing. You see the way our culture, our brilliance, our resilience, our excellence continues to shape this country, even when it tries to erase us. Donald Trump is just the loudest version of a system that's always been in place. He is the living, breathing proof that this country was never designed with us in mind. And yet, we continue to define it. So thank you, Donald, for exposing what so many tried to deny, for showing the world that the fear of black greatness is real, for proving that racism isn't in our imagination, it's in the fabric of this nation. And to my people, we don't have to fight to prove our worth. He's doing that for us. All we have to do is stand firm, stay awake, and know that the truth is finally louder than the lie. We are not broken. We are not the problem. We are the evidence of the power that this country can contain. Let that truth ring louder than its hate.
White people, don't come onto the internet and start crying and moaning when you get kicked out of black businesses. Okay? I don't want to hear it. When you walk into an establishment that's owned by a black woman or a black man and they say, no, I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. And then you ask why, and they say, because we don't serve your kind here. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see your tears. I don't want to see the police being called. I'm not here for it. Because I don't feel sorry for you. In fact, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. So if you still stand for Donald Trump and his little stunt on wanting to bring segregation back, perfect. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So you walk your ass into a black establishment. And the moment they look at you and they say, hey, white girl, hey, white boy, skedaddle, you got to go. Don't come crying.
This video is for the white women crashing out because Kamala Harris posted a picture of she and Doug on Valentine's Day, and oh, you were outraged. We don't have time for Valentine's. We have to fight fascism. Where are you? Why aren't you standing up? Why aren't you leading the charge? Why? We demand that you show up. She did. You didn't. The data doesn't lie. She showed up. She fought. She sacrificed. But you did not. And I have news for y'all. The day of you benefiting off of black women's labor is over. The 92%, they are resting. As they should. They have done the work of civil rights and equal rights for the entirety of this country's history. And you have stood back in your privilege and benefited when you could have used your privilege to push ahead civil rights and equal rights. But instead, you let them be beat, you let them be killed, and you just siphoned out the benefits from their labor. That day is over. So let me say to all the Nancy Grahams and every Patty Mayonnaise who's crashing out over Kamala Harris having her due rest, her due joy, her due good food eaten because she lost so much weight because she was giving everything during that election, getting her due love from Doug, being with her family, having her due rest, as is the rest of the 92%. Let me say this to you all, Patty Mayonnaise. Let me say this to you, Nancy Graham. Let me say this. If you want a new bonnet in this season, you're gonna have to go pick the cotton yourself in the field. Let me just snatch that whip out of your metaphoric hand. Black people are not your property. Black women do not owe you their labor. It is your turn, far past your turn, to get out there and do the work yourself. And not just for you, also for them. It's our turn to create a safe place. It's our turn to put our bodies in the line. It's our turn to go to the streets. It's our turn to mobilize. It's our turn to organize. It's our turn. And don't let me catch you posting that crap, calling out Kamala. You keep her name out of your mouth. Sick of y'all. Sick of it. Sick of it.
Happy Inauguration Day. Ready to be able to afford things again? Living under Biden's shit economy of inflation this past 4 years. Trump is going to save us. Oh, what did they expect? Overnight prices would go down? And the tariffs, I mean, we need them. They've been screwing us over for a long time. I might lose my small business and I might have to file for bankruptcy, but he did it like 6 times. Look at him. We're gonna be fine. I'm willing to take the pain to help save this country because I'm a patriot. And that man right there, he lives and dies by the Constitution. Like I live and die by the Constitution. We have nothing if we don't have that. I think he was joking about the 3rd term, but I mean, even if he's not, we need him. I know if he thinks that he needs to be there for a 3rd term, it's because we need him. And we can change the Constitution and due process. I think that he should have all the power. It's fine. I can't wait to watch him hold all those crazy libs accountable for what they did to him. Shit, take it all the way back to Hillary. Her emails. She needs to be held accountable. Lock her up. I mean, who hasn't added the wrong person to a group text? I mean, I've done it. My grandma does it all the time. Okay, he was using his Gmail, and he's our national security advisor. Lock her up. He's gonna end those wars. And no new wars. Peace is complicated. It's very complicated. And Greenland, however, we should take Greenland. And if that means that he thinks we need to go in by force, then I am good with that. Yep.
It's safe to say that this MAGA people didn't know that this was what was coming their way, you see? Because I think what they emphasized was that it was just going to be the doom of the blacks, Because how do you explain the fact that you wanted them to leave your country? You wanted the non-documented immigrants to, take a bow. Who was going to do the job for you guys? I mean, who was going to do the job for you guys? And now everything is just there, lying, watching at you to do, okay? And also you're losing your job. You really didn't know that your husband would be sacked, really? Really? When you were really voting for him, you didn't know that this was going to be the turnout of all of your evil conspiracy? So, I'm dumbfounded at this junction, understand? I'm really dumbfounded at this junction because I don't really understand why the hate. I mean, why the hate? Now it's boomeranging, you get? Of course, it's boomeranging because you cannot plan something as evil and devilish, malicious as that, and you expect yourself to just be happy, okay, at the expense of other people's downfall. Who does that? It's not ethical, it's not wise, it's unreasonable, and it's so inhuman for one person to think of such. And now the almighty president you voted for has stolen your job. He has retrieved all of your rights from you, and guess who is benefiting right now? His friends. They keep getting richer, and now the little savings you have for yourself, you are now trying to depend on it. I feel so bad for those MAGAs that voted. And now, wait, that woman, what was she saying? You're calling Kamala Harris to come and do what? She warned you before time. She warned you, but you know you didn't listen. You just wanted to do the right thing. I mean, what you thought was the right thing, right? How about now? Tell me, how right were you? Huh? How right were you at this junction? I guess you would have done better if you had done right. It's so crazy. I feel so bad for you guys. I feel so bad that everything keeps going up. Price of eggs, even eggs. I didn't know that you can't even eat eggs anymore. I didn't know you can't even eat eggs anymore. You get, things are not longer the way they used to be because of your bad decision. Guys, you should have thought right. I mean, you should have done things differently if you had known, right? But you were one. You just didn't care, because at that point all you had in your heart was hate. All you had in your mind at that junction was just, malicious, conspiracy. And now you want help from the same people. You wanted them out. You didn't want anything to do with them. Now you are seeking help from them. You want them to help you in what? No, they are not interested at this point. They're so not interested. Go ahead. In fact, at this moment, they feel happy, they are overjoyed, and they even appreciate your decision. Yes, because at this point in time, they now know their value. They now know who is their true enemy. Yes, the blacks now know who their true enemy is, and they've now found out that at no time were you their friends. Yeah, you were just trying to pretend around their corners, but now, yeah, you've shown your true colors, and they're glad that you did what you did, because now they have to be more careful around you guys. So now that most of them are owning what they did with their full chest, yes, they did what they did, and yes, they damn the consequences. I don't know what they think of themselves. Yeah, I don't know if they're actually happy with their lifestyle right now. I don't know if they're actually happy with their frustration. Some people really like being frustrated. They want to try their strength. But let's have a conversation. Let's come down to the comment section and talk about this. What do you think? What do you think they would have done better? Okay, what do you think they would have done better in? Or do you think that, okay, Kamala Harris should just come to their rescue, even though they never appreciated her views? What do you think? Come down to the comment section. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about these things, okay? And also do well to hit the subscription button so you can also get more videos, more amazing videos from this. And also hit the like button if you've not done so. Until when next, bye.